Hey everybody, World War Guy here today, and today I actually want to talk about how to take care of your collection. More importantly, how to take care of dust. Now, if you collect or if you live in a house or apartment or anything like that, you probably come across dust quite a bit, and it gets pretty annoying because dust is just annoying. You know, whenever you move an object, it goes all over the air. Some people it messes with their sinuses and so on, or allergies, and it's just very frustrating. And when you collect things such as helmets and canteens, for example, it gets on the items, and then you can see a thin layer of dust on your item, and it just kind of ruins the display because you want to see the item. You don't want to see dust. You know, the dust makes it look old, older than it really should be, or you know how it is. So I have a few different ways that I use to keep dust off my objects. Now there's about three main things that I do to keep dust off. Now unfortunately, you can't get rid of dust. As much as I try, as much as some people have tried, you really can't get rid of it. But these are the ways to clean up dust or keep dust off certain items in an easier way. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Okay, so for example, let's say you have your helmet on display and dust has accumulated on it. Obviously you want to take it off. You can just use a duster, and that's very simple. You just dust the item until there's no more dust on it. Very simple. You can also use a sort of microfiber cloth. Kind of just go over that. The difference between the two is the duster kind of kicks off the dust from the item and it kind of spreads around. Some of them say that they capture the dust, but it's not as effective. While microfiber cloth is a bit better at collecting dust and capturing it on the item. You can use this to put it on, on the actual shelf it's on, or you can do the helmet itself. It really won't damage any of the items you use. But what if you have something that's not metal, something that you can't just simply dust, something that really captures the dust? How do you get the dust out of that? All right, well, what if you have something like a canvas bag that when the dust falls on it, it kind of stays in it. You can't just dust it off because at that point you're pushing the dust into the canvas itself. How do you get rid of that? Well, we turn to technology. You can get this power blower, however you want to call it, dust blower, however you want to call it. It's like those canned bottles of air that you use to spray air out of, but this is electrical, so you don't have to keep buying those cans. You can get one of these and just blow the dust off, just like this. Now, of course, this is great to get the dust out of the canvas or anything like that, but of course the issue is now you have dust flying everywhere in the room. So I really only recommend this to get dust out of canvas after it's been sitting for a while, just to give it a good clean so you can put it back on the shelf. Because otherwise you're going to have to redust your entire room if you only use this. But what if you're like me and you just don't like dusting? You don't like to use this. You don't like to use the duster. You don't like to even use the microfiber cloth. What do you do then? Let me show you. Well, at that point you come to one of these glass display cases. This is the best way to get rid of any dust or to keep any dust off of your items and still get to display them in a very neat fashion. When you use these display cases, you can use them to just store your items and so on, and you can improve it by adding lights such as I did right here so that when you have it closed you can see everything perfectly and it gives everything a beautiful color to it. You can get individual display cases such as these. These, for example, I bought at Hobby Lobby. They're ball display cases, so they're made for basketballs, soccer balls, etc. But you can use them for individual displays. And of course, if you collect any sort of paper material, you can just have a sort of frame, a picture frame, and make a collage out of them. Or you can get these display boxes, however they're called, and you can put your smaller items such as coins, dog tags, little booklets, paper items, and so on. This way you will also keep the dust off of them, and now you can hang them on your wall or put them on a shelf and they look very good and they're easy to transport. Alright, so that basically concludes the video. As you can see, it's very simple, and especially if you get these display boxes, it's a lot easier to keep dust off because at that point you just have to dust off the box and not the individual items themselves. So, if this video was helpful for you guys, please drop a like, write a comment, share any other ideas you guys may have to keep dust off or to dust your items off. Because I hate dusting and I need other ideas. But otherwise, leave a comment, share and subscribe, but besides that, you guys have a great day.